Hello, my name's Keith Dewey and I'm a hypnotherapy specialist. This video is just a brief exercise just to see how suggestible you are to hypnosis. Now, there's lots of ways to do hypnosis. You will be in control at all times. That's a key part of hypnosis. Some people say it's actually self-hypnosis, that you're hypnotizing yourself as I help you with those instructions. So you'll be in control at all times, but we're wondering how suggestible you are just within a very, very quick exercise. So if you're ready to see how suggestible you are, keep watching. Okay, ready to test your level of suggestibility with hypnosis. Now, we first need to make sure that you're not doing anything that requires concentration. So, not driving or anything like that, driving forklifts, that would all be bad for doing this. But if you're in a time when you're able to relax completely, then it's the perfect time for you to test your suggestibility. So, we'll start off just by allowing yourself to relax your body, take a few deep breaths. And you may notice that with every out breath, your body just naturally sinks down. With every out breath, your body can naturally find a place of calm comfort. And for this test, I'd invite you just to put your two hands out in front of you, just palms up. And I want you just to notice the feeling of your hands out there, just allowing them to float, just relaxed, floating in the air. And as you allow your hands to float there in the air, I'd like you to close your eyes now. Close your eyes and just notice the feeling of your hands floating in the air. And you may notice a similarity or difference between the two hands as they just float there. One might be warmer, one might be cooler, and one already might feel lighter or heavier than the other one. So I'd like you to take time now just to notice the feeling of the weight of your hands and just going with the feelings from your body. Just noticing if one hand was to start feeling heavier than the other, which hand would be feeling heavier for you? And at the same time, considering that the opposite hand must be the hand that feels lighter. And so, what I'd like you to do is just focus your attention on that hand that feels like it's going to be heavier. And in your open hand, I'd like you just to imagine what it would feel like if we put a whole load of books on that hand. Big, heavy books. And you may be able to see the color of those books and the shapes and the crazy number of pages in these big books. It must be quite a hefty read. Just seeing what you see on those books, noticing how those heavy books feel in your hand, and just noticing the weight of those books. Just imagining the weight of those books in your hands. And because there's some space free underneath your hand as well, we're going to give you an extra bag and just attach a bag full of extra heavy books to that hand as well. So just seeing that bag, heavy books beneath your hand and the weight of the books on top of your hand. And as you hold them there for a while, I'd like you to consider the other hand, your lighter hand, because we know that hand wants to be lighter. And so I'd like you to imagine attaching some balloons to it, incredible supercharged helium balloons that just really want to fly away. And I just want you to attach a different colored balloon to each of your fingers. And then another one attached to your palm, so you're holding on to a much bigger balloon. Just lots and lots of balloons there, and just see the color of those balloons and just feel the feeling of those balloons just pulling up, as though they want to take your hand away and allow it to drift off somewhere. Somewhere beautiful, somewhere amazing. Just feel the feeling of that hand pulling up on your fingers, on your palm, on your arms. Just feel it pulling up. And the more the balloons pull up, the heavier those books start to feel. The books just start heavier and heavier, and the heavier those books feel, the more the balloons start pulling up. And just noticing the heaviness and the lightness and the heaviness. Notice how that feels in your body. seeing what you see as the weight of those books really weighs down on that heavy hand, and the color of the balloons, the shape and size of those balloons, all that helium just pulling up, pulling up, pulling up on your hand. And from there, I'd like you to open your eyes and just notice where your hands are. And the key measure from this test is just how much of your hands moved. Sometimes people feel their hands haven't moved very much, which is okay. There's other techniques to help make those changes. For some people, you'll find that one hand, that heavier hand, will be much, much lower, and the lighter hand will be higher than the other one. And the strange thing is that those books don't exist. The balloons don't actually exist. So your body has been moving purely on the suggestion and the power of your imagination. That gives you a hint as to how suggestible your mind can be under hypnosis. That also means that hypnosis can help you make amazing changes in your mind and in your body. So to find out more, remember to subscribe to this channel. Click a like on this video, add a comment below because I'd love to hear how you actually found this experience. How far did your hands move? What did you notice? What did you feel as you were going through this experience? And were you surprised about the way that hypnosis feels? Because this was a form of hypnosis using that suggestibility to create a new physical sensation for you. So leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Remember to subscribe and let me know other things you might like to hear about hypnosis, about mental health, physical health, and therapies, because together we can make a huge difference. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.